Niggas be broken, be sobbing, but still talking shit like they violent.
The Los Angeles Lakers have been one of, if not the most interesting team this season, and rightfully so. When the widely regarded best player in the world joins the most storied franchise in the league, this is what you get. But you see, the Lakers are in a very peculiar and interesting situation. This was a team that literally just a year ago was rebuilding around a young core of Lonzo Ball, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, Kuzma and Josh Hart. And in just one summer, they added one LeBron James. A LeBron James who has been to the finals 8 straight years and have won 3 times. A LeBron James who is now 33 years old, about to be 34. A LeBron James who is chasing the ghost of one Michael Jeffrey Jordan. A LeBron James whose expectations are so high that I can't think of a single athlete in history who's had higher expectations from day one. What the Los Angeles Lakers have right now is a team where their best player wants to win championships, but the supporting cast may just not be up for the task just yet. What should the Los Angeles Lakers do now? That's what we'll talk about in this video. But before we get started, a quick shout out to the sponsors of this video, SeatGeek. SeatGeek is an app that gets tickets from all over the web, puts them onto one app so you can find the best tickets for whatever event you want to go to, whether it be a concert, a sporting event, whatever you want, they got it covered. Very simple and very easy to use. All you have to do is look up any event you want to go to, click the event, and it's going to show you a big map of the arena. The best deals will be marked with a green dot and the worst ones will be marked with red, making it easy for you to see where the best deals are. And thanks to SeatGeek, you guys can use code BSOS for $20 off your first purchase. Links will be in the description for the app. And once again, shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring this video. So many of you guys have heard all the talk the past month or so. Should the Lakers make a trade this season for a star like Bradley Beal or Kemba Walker and make a big push this year? Or should they stay put and run the course with their young core? Because as constructed, I think everyone knows that the Lakers aren't championship contenders. Or at least, most people. They're a very solid team, probably going to win 50 games in this tough Western Conference. But if we're talking about the big picture, if we're talking about teams that are really competing for a championship, to me at least, they are simply not on the tier of the Warriors, the Raptors, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Philadelphia 76ers, and I really want to put the Celtics in this tier, and I know they've been catching fire as of late, but I just need to see a little bit more, but they're on their way to reinserting themselves in this tier. However, in the case for the Lakers, a move for a guy like Bradley Beal or Kemba Walker could possibly be the move that reinserts them in that tier. But I'm here to tell you that the Lakers, to me, should not trade for Bradley Beal or Kemba Walker. And let me explain. Most of the people that are pushing for these trades are just those who are impatient and those who want a short-term solution. These are guys who just aren't used to LeBron playing without a star. Because if you give LeBron a bunch of shooters and one shot creator, that will be good enough to win 50 plus games in any conference, even in the West. Honestly, probably even more than 50 games. But you know what they say. Insanity is doing something over and over again and expecting different results. And for the last 3 to 4 years, LeBron has been surrounded with shooters that complement his playstyle, but teams have figured out that if they lock down those shooters and just let LeBron get his numbers, they know that LeBron can't single-handedly beat them. But LeBron being LeBron has really pushed those limits, especially last year. But in the process, he has been extremely exhausted, and once he faces a real good team like the Golden State Warriors, well, we all know what happens every single time except for 2016. And shout out to Magic Johnson for emphasizing this in the past couple of weeks, because it just shows that Magic really knows what he's doing. He's emphasized that he does not want this to be the Cleveland Cavaliers all over again. He doesn't want this team to be LeBron-centric. He wants to develop a team and a system that can live and sustain without LeBron not having his best night. Guys, remember, in the offseason, we were talking about this almost every day. This is why he surrounded LeBron with all these playmakers in the first place. And although it was a slow start in the beginning of the season, it looks like it's been working out the past couple of weeks. Now you might be saying, well, B-Souls, adding Kemba or Beal doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be the Cavs again, stupid. You're right. They don't turn into the Cavaliers just like that. But what does it really do for the team? Are they really winning a championship by adding Kemba or Beal? Let's cut all the cap. Most likely they aren't. Also, trading for Kemba Walker, Bradley Beal this season would also eliminate them from targeting players such as Kevin Durant, Jimmy Butler, Klay Thompson, and Kawhi Leonard next year. All players who most would consider are better than anyone the Lakers can get in the trade market right now, barring an unexpected trade request from the Brow in New Orleans. So why not just use this year as a way to develop Lonzo Ball, develop Kyle Kuzma, develop Josh Hart, develop that system, develop that identity. Let LeBron prove that he can succeed in the Western Conference, and dare I say push for him to win MVP. And then strike in free agency next year. And if you can land a max free agent and Golden State loses one of their core, I mean, to me it would be a no-brainer to not do anything this year and try to strike next year. And if the Lakers can't land a free agent, then that's when you have to think about trading for someone else. Or who knows, maybe they don't if Lonzo, Kuzma, Hart, or Ingram make significant strides in the next year or so. And I do think they're capable of doing just that. Also, I want to take some time to give LeBron James some praise. Because going into the season, many were questioning LeBron and how he'd do in the Western Conference, and if he could even adjust to a new system where the ball is off his hands more, where he's not initiating every single play. And I must say, so far this season, he has done a masterful job in doing just that. So far, LeBron James is leading the Lakers to a 17-10 record in the Western Conference, only a game and a half back from the #1 seed, while still being dominant, putting up an efficient 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists a game. But what really stands out to me, and what really proves to me that he is adjusting amazingly, is his assist percentage. Assist percentage is a stat that calculates how many of the team's assists come from one player. And in his time in Cleveland, he accounted for roughly 40% of the team's assists. But so far this season, he has taken a dip to 33-34%. The lowest it's been since his Miami days. And guess what? This is what all the greats do. They adjust their game for the betterment of the team and for the sake of winning. Sometimes it's taking a step back so that players on the team can play their game and maximize their potential, like what Kobe did when Pau Gasol came to the team, or what Michael Jordan did when Phil Jackson came in as the coach, so that Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant and all these pieces could be maximized, or what Tim Duncan did pretty much his whole career. But sometimes what is required is having to take over and having a high usage rate, like what LeBron did in Cleveland. Main point is, it's just another reason why I don't like to use stats that much anymore to compare great players, and instead just judge them on what they do in order to lead their team to success. Because there are so many factors such as era, role, position, personnel that contribute to a player having the stat line that they have. And really, when it comes down to it, push comes to shove, although this is a team game, it really does come down to winning. But regardless of all the comparisons and all the all-time discussions that we have, for LeBron James to be doing this late in his career, whether you want to look at the years he's been in the league, which is year 16, or his age, which is 33, about to be 34, for him to be doing exactly what he's doing right now is simply amazing. Appreciate what you're seeing, because LeBron and Chris Paul are really the only players in the league that embody 2000s basketball that are still playing at a high level, and no one is playing at a higher level than LeBron James right now. But they won't be here forever. And you know what they also say, appreciate greatness. But with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. What should the Lakers do? Let me know in the comment section down below. Again, like I said, I would just stay the course and strike in free agency and see what happens there. But if y'all have some different thoughts, if y'all disagree with me, again, go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below. Follow me on Instagram at bsouls. I got some fire videos coming up. I have been in the zone. I'm going 0 dark 30 for the next week or so, except for YouTube, because I have finals coming up. And I also want to bang out some videos in the process. But with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And I'm out. Peace. Y'all like that little dance I did? Alright, I'm out.